Morning guys, are you ready? It's the hooping chat and I've got so much to tell you today. I'm going to start hooping and then I'll start talking about the proper stuff in a minute, because quite often when I first start, not many of you there, you miss this. So I'll start hooping, I'll talk you through that, and then I'll talk about what we're going to do today. It's going to be a nice quick hooping chat. Ready? So first of all, remember this is a Power Hoop Deluxe. It's a weighted hula hoop. I'm using it to strengthen my core muscles. Zip up your imaginary, well, zip, so your core muscles are engaging upward. Don't bear down because you'll just put pressure on your pelvic floor. I step into my hoop, I put one leg forward, I turn my hoop in the opposite direction, and I launch, and I'm off. All I'm doing, look, is gently pushing my hips forward and back. If I show you from the front, I'm not really wiggling side to side. Show you from the side, I'm just pushing forward and back. If you don't know what to do with your arms, just cross your arms and place them here. You got it? Yeah? Cool. So, Power Hoop Deluxe, weighted hula hoop. It's the momentum of me pushing my hips forward and back and the weight of the hoop that keeps this going round. I couldn't even hoop as a kid, so this is literally because it's weighted. This is why it's so fantastic. Quick 101, do not hoop if you're pregnant. Do not hoop if you've got degenerative issues with your spine. Other than that, hoop. It's fantastic. It's going to help reduce your waist to hip ratio. It's going to work your core muscles. It's going to help reducing some bloating, and it's going to help relieve any non-specific back pain. Sound good? And it's really simple. You can do this sort of anywhere. So if you want to look it up yourself, it's a Power Hoop Deluxe. I have not put the extra weighted inserts in. And if you want a discount code, I can give you that as well. It's 10%. So just let me know if you want it. How are you? Is it Frazzled Friday or is it Friday? How are you feeling? Are you good? Are you happy? Have you had a good week? Talk to me, tell me. Some of you saw I went live yesterday and we were talking about the fact that when we're adults, we're meant to be responsible and do things that are, sensible. But I said it's almost like sometimes we're like toddlers who've been let off the reins and we're like, yes, we can eat a whole cake. We can drink a whole bottle of wine. We can stay up all night. And all the things that don't actually make me feel very good in the long run. And I kind of asked you a question. It was like, tell me something that you do as an adult far too much of, and you know that really it's better when you're a kid and you've got someone reining you in and saying, no, you can't do that. What would it be? What would it be? So anyway, that's the question. That's the question I'm posing. Second thing, has anybody watched Reacher? I don't mean the actual films, not the Jack Reacher films with Tom Cruise. Anyway, is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix, I'm not sure, it could be Prime. Anyway, I've started watching that. He is humongous. He's very pleasing on the eye as well. So just random little thought for you there. And then the other thing is, how many of you have joined up and got the 7-day cortisol reduction plan free? Has anyone joined me for that? If you haven't, I'm going to give you another chance to do it because I think it's so important. So what I did was you signed up to my newsletter and I sent you out all in one newsletter. I sent it out, the whole plan for 7 days. And that's all, you just got it, boom. You then had the option, if you wanted to join a free WhatsApp group. And then what I did was I just went in a little bit deeper to each tip. I went in each day, well, we're on day 5 today, and I've gone a little bit deeper and given you little tasks so you can actually try one thing at a time. Because I was thinking about it and I thought, if you are highly stressed, and you lost your motivation and your concentration's a bit in the toilet and you're not sleeping well, you get an email and it gives you all this list of all these tips. But in all honesty, if you're a bit frazzled, a bit brain fried, you're not going to probably take it all in. So I thought if we went in and had a WhatsApp group and then just one text a day and gave you a task for the day and top tips on how to achieve it. So if you want to do it, just comment below with stress and I'll sort you out a link so that you can sign up and do it if you want to, because I'm going to run it again because I think it's really, really important. And the reason I was thinking about this is lots of things that bother me, I'm aware bother a lot of you. So sometimes my snacking can be a bit out of control. Sometimes my nighttime scrolling or nighttime nibbling isn't great. Sometimes my sleep is quite challenged. you know, and then I kind of know why it is. So then I try and think, well, if I'm doing that and I know exactly what I should be doing, some of you guys might need a bit of help. So that's why I just talk to you about all these things and give you like solutions. All right? Right, that's 4 minutes. I'm going to change direction, catch my hoop, pull my leggings back up and turn. So, stress. This morning I was on my dog walk with Matilda and Ash, and it's really lovely because I do this and I take the dogs out and you get your daylight therapy, and I'm walking through the fields where we live now and it's all lovely. But I decided to do a live this morning while I was walking the dogs. Big flipping mistake. My nice calm dog walk turned into a stress attack. Have you ever noticed that when you're on the phone that your family always wants your attention, whether it's the kids, your husband, your partner, whoever it is? Have you ever noticed that? Well, normally the dogs are loving it. Off they're on their leads, having their lovely walk. No. Oh, they were off here, there and everywhere. I'm trying to do this live, all nice and calm. Oh mate, it was so stressful. So, well, lesson to be learned from that was just enjoy the walks. I preach this all the time. Go out for a daylight therapy, go out for a 15-minute walk, get your fresh air, get your steps in, you know, nice and calm, be at one with nature, don't be on your phone. And there I was, went on the phone and it all went horribly wrong. And it just made me start thinking this morning again about how stressed we all are. So, that was my morning. Didn't sleep well last night, but I've got to have a tooth removed today. Really not looking forward to that. I'm also, I don't know about you, but I don't want a gap in my mouth. And it's like about halfway back. And I'm like, oh no. Do you know what I mean? I don't want a gappy mouth. I really don't. So, didn't sleep very well. The dog walk went to poo. Then I've just been teaching this morning. And what I do when I'm teaching is I have the laptop set up and we do it live via Zoom. But I also have the phone set up and I record it and then I upload it to the membership area on my website. So everyone that's with me with classes can go back and do it whenever they want. Anyway, I have my phone on airplane mode and something else. I'm halfway through and my son rang me. So it cut the recording off. So that ruined it. And then I didn't answer him either and he's in Thailand at the moment. So then of course then I'm like kicking myself because I'm like so annoyed. I haven't recorded the class and it was we really enjoyed it. And then I'm thinking, God, I hope he's all right. You know, he's ringing me. So do you see what I mean? All that stress before 10:30 in the morning. And it was really stressful. And this is what I'm saying. You don't sometimes realise how stressed you are. Now, if you are a hormonal woman in particular, so that could be, to be honest, you're hormonal women from being a teenager, aren't you? But if you're particularly, say, let's go 35 plus, and you're stressed, and your cortisol levels are going up, there's a good chance you are struggling with midsection weight gain. There's a good chance you're struggling with managing your emotions. There's a very good chance you're just bloody knackered. You may be finding it hard to concentrate, and that's just a few of the things on the sort of the top of the issues. So that's why I decided to do my 7-day free cortisol plan again, to make it a bit more accessible, because I thought, there's me knowing exactly what to do, practicing all this stuff, and I still was stressed out my nut this morning. You know, but it's learning to manage that stress. And like, what would you do now if you were really stressed? Would you go and fill yourself with coffee, which if you add loads of coffee on top of that already raised cortisol levels, it's a recipe for disaster? Would you be reaching for some emotional eating, cakes, biscuits, stuff like that? What would your go-to be? Hopefully, your go-to would be take a deep breath, put your phone down, go out for a nice walk. Do something calming, or do some calming breathing, or read your book, or listen to a podcast, or I don't know. What do you do? Tell me, I'd love to know. So mine was all of that. Then after class, I just trained. I just did 20 minutes weights for myself, calmed my arse down, and now I'm doing the hoop with you. So when I'm talking to you, don't think, oh God, yeah, she knows what. No, it's not easy for me at all. Life is stressful, and I am a little bit of a stress head, I'm not gonna lie. I'm an emotional eater, I'm a stress head. I worry about everything. So I have to really, really work at just taking a breath and going, oh, just stop. And that's why I want to kind of talk to you guys. And also, the reason I'm so honest with you is Who wants someone there that, you know, it just, their life is all amazing, and when yours feels like it's going to shit, when somebody else is so like, oh yes, look at me, I'm amazing, it doesn't actually make you feel that good. So I'm here to be as honest with you as I can. Hopefully you get to know me, like me and trust me, and then eventually you might actually want to work with me. So that's the method in my madness. Right, I've now been hooping long enough, so I'm going to stop and take a breath and go and have a nice mint tea. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all good. If you liked what I was talking about, do drop me some comments. Even after this live is finished, I always go back and check out if anybody's commented. And talk to me. I don't want to just talk at you. I would love to know, especially what I said to you about as an adult, what are the things you do too much of that you shouldn't. So mine might have been eating a bit more cake than I needed to, and not really having a cut-off point. In the past, it would be things like eating a great big sharing bag of mini eggs to myself and then having a like sugar hypo and feeling ill. Getting 11 chihuahuas, having a bit of an obsession with my Sylvanian families, and I've got an excellent collection. You know, what's yours? Bit of retail therapy? Have you bought stuff you really shouldn't have bought? I would love to know. And if you want what I said to you about that 7-day cortisol reduction program, just comment stress and I'll sort you out a link. Have a fantastic day, have a fantastic weekend. Try and go outside, get your daylight therapy, get your steps in. Don't be on your phone. And I'll see you all soon. Bye guys, see ya.